Buenos dias, campeones. It's Mr. B with your phonics lesson for today, and today we're going to practice writing some words, reviewing some of the letters that we've already been taught. So I have my paper ready to go. Once again, our lines are the sky line, the plane line, the grass line, and the worm line. So the first word we're going to write is one we wrote in our last lesson, and it's the word sun, like daughter or son. So sun, S-O-N, starts with an S. S is a plain line round letter. So we start on the plain line. We trace back and it curves in and then goes back again and lands on the grass line. The second letter in our name, in our word, is an O. O is a plain line letter. It starts on the plain line, just like a C. Goes back a little bit. We trace back and down to the grass line and around back up to the plain line. The next, that is O. O, octopus, ah. The next letter in our word is an N. N, nut, N. N is a plain line letter. It also starts on the plain line. We start at the plain line, we go down to the grass line, we trace back up to the plain line and make a hump. S-O-N is the word sun. Another word that I'd like for you to learn how to spell is very similar to this word, and it's also pronounced the same. It's another sun. This is not the sun, meaning a child your parents had. This is the sun that we look up to in the sky. So sun, S-U-N, starts with an S. S is a plain line, is a plain line round letter. It starts on the plain line. It goes back like a C. We trace back and it curves in and then goes back and lands on the grass line. S, sorry, we have something caught in the throat. S. Okay, our next letter that we're going to do is the letter U. U is a plain line letter. It starts on the plain line. It goes down to the grass line, curves back up to the plain line, and then traces straight down to the grass line. U, up, up. Our last letter in this word is the letter N. In, N. N is a plain line letter. It starts on the plain line. It goes down to the grass line. We trace it back up to the plain line, and we make a hump. So this word is sun, like the sun in the sky. And I'll even draw a little sun there. This is a sun like a person. A father and a mother might have a son or a daughter. So those are the first two words we're going to practice with. The next word I want to show you how to write is the word big. Big. So big starts with B, bat, B. B is a skyline letter. It starts way up here on the skyline. All right, we go down to the grass line. We trace back up to the plain line and go around to the grass line. B, bat, B. The second letter in the word big, B, I, G, is I. And we know that I is I, itch, I. So the letter we're going to be drawing is an I. I is a plain line letter. It starts on the plain line. It goes down to the grass line, and then we just add a dot. The last sound in our word big, B, I, G, G, is G. G, game, G. Now, G is a plain line round letter. It starts on the plain line. We trace back on the plain line, down, and all the way back to the plain line. Almost like an O that we made in sun. Except from here, we trace back down all the way to the worm line. B-I-G, big. That's the word big. All right, the next word I want us to practice on is a lot like the word big, but it is the word bug. B-u-g, bug. B is the sound for B. We know that B is a skyline letter. It starts on the skyline, goes all the way down to the grass line. We trace back up to the plane line and around to the grass line. That's B. B-u-g. Our middle sound is and we know that that is U, up, up. U is a plain line letter. It starts on the plane line. It goes down to the grass line and curves up to the plane line and then traces back down to the grass line. The last sound in the word bug is G, just as it was in big. So G is a plain line round letter. It starts on the plane line. We trace back on the plane line, down and around, all the way back up to the plane line. Then we trace back down all the way to the worm line. Mr. B could have made that G a little bit better. All right, so now we have big and bug. Do you notice that the only difference between these two words is the I and the U, the middle letters? They both start with B and they both end with G. Big, bug. So we have big, bug, sun, and sun. These two words sound the same, but as you can see, the middle letter is different. There's an O in this one, and there's a U in the sun that's up in the sky. All right, guys, I want y'all to practice writing these words, and I will see you soon. Thank you.